Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to our online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I hope you all are fine and safe at home. I hope all of you have performed well in your assessment. Now let's recall what all things we have discussed in our previous class. So dear students, in previous class we were discussing about winds, storms and cyclones. And we have already completed our chapter. Today we'll start a new chapter, motion and time. What is motion? It is nothing but moving from one place to another. How we can define in simple terms? If an object changes its position with time, it is said to be moving or in motion. Dear children, do you remember in class 6th we have already learned about different types of motion. We have learned about rectilinear motion, circular motion and periodic motion. What is rectilinear motion? When an object travels in a straight line, that is known as rectilinear motion. What is circular motion? Yes, when an object moves along a circular path, that is known as circular motion. And what is periodic motion? Yes, when a motion repeats itself after regular interval of time, that is known as periodic motion. Now when we talk about motion, we are actually talking about movement or position changes. So when it comes to movements, something which is very commonly we used in our day-to-day life is slow or fast. So how do we know which object is moving fast and which object is moving slow? Or how exactly do we determine that? What determines the speed of motion? So that is where we introduce speed. So we will talk about speed later. Now what do you see here? The blue car and red car. The blue car is fast and the red car is slow. So why was this blue car example of fast motion? Yes, because it very quickly changed its position. So in a short interval of time, it reached from position A to position B. But the red car took more time to reach from position A to position B. So basically how much time it takes by a particular object to cover a particular distance will define whether that object is undergoing fast or slow motion. So that is where comes the concept of slow or fast. Distance moved by objects in a given interval of time decides which one is faster or slower. So let us understand with the help of example. Now you have a bike and a bicycle. So these are the two vehicles that you have. So now if you want to compare which will be faster and which will be slower, so let's try to compare these two vehicles. Now let's say that we fix a time interval. So let's say we fix a time interval of 5 minutes and then we just observed how much distance is covered by this bike. and how much distance is covered by this bicycle. Now what we see, for example, now what we see is in 5 minutes this bike could cover distance of around 4 kilometer, and in the same duration of 5 minutes this bicycle could cover of distance of 2 kilometer. So which one is faster? The time interval is same. So in the same time bike covered more distance where compared to this bicycle. So that means bike is faster. So this bike is traveling faster. That is why it could cover more distance in the same time when compared to the bicycle. So this is how we can determine which one is faster or slower. So fast or slow is actually defined by the rate of change of position with time. So this is where we introduce the term speed. So when we talk about fastness or slowness of motion, we have to introduce speed. What is speed? Speed is the rate of change of position of an object with time. Now let's take the example. If we say that car is moving with a speed of 50 km per hour, it implies that it will cover a distance of 50 km in 1 hour. However, a car moves with a constant speed for 1 hour. In fact, it starts moving slowly and then picks up speed. So when we say that the car has speed of 50 km per hour, we usually consider only the total distance covered by it in 1 hour. We do not bother whether the car has been moving with a constant speed. The speed calculated here is actually the average speed of the car. We shall use the term speed for average speed. So for us, the speed is the total distance covered divided by total time taken. Now let's learn about uniform and non-uniform motion. When a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, it is said to be an uniform motion. As you can see in the picture, a car covers equal distances in equal interval of time. For example, when car traveling on a straight empty road or rotation of the earth. Now what is non-uniform motion? When a body covers unequal distances in equal interval of time, it is said to be an non-uniform motion. As you can see in the picture, a car covers unequal distances in equal interval of time. For example, a vehicle moving through a busy road. Dear students, let me conclude today's session. So today we have discussed a new chapter, motion and time. We have discussed slow and fast movement of the vehicle, about speed, uniform and non-uniform motion. Dear students, I have attached the URL video and notes to the classroom, and there will be a small test paper. So all of you attend the test paper and post it. See you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye.